let me do something here. And you just make it up. You know what I mean? Professor Nuts is very good at that. Professor Nuts is like, he's, that brother then an easy ass star.
Well,
Nuts
I
is
know he's
another.
not easy because let me tell you something. This man will see me, and then just
Mm-hmm.
like me and you are talking right
Mm-hmm.
now,
Mm-hmm.
he talk about my shoes, but like juggle it. Like we have so much fun in just like 5 minutes, just talking
Yeah,
to him
man.
like
That's
I'm
him,
talking
man.
amazing.
That's him. He's amazing. Trust me, Nuts is when we wrote the character for Grabsy, I wrote it with Professor Nuts in mind. You know what I mean? And a lot of things in the show is real. Have really happened to me. The Nuts character is a real character that I grew up with. You know what I mean? Um, it's played on a character which is also one of my ex-managers too. So it's all true. You know what I mean? We just kind of twist it a little bit. My mother's name is Beatrice, so Audrey is playing my mother. Actually, a lot of things that Audrey was saying was stuff that my mom used to say to me. You know what I mean? Growing up and about life and you know what I mean? The Chinese woman at the store and if you listen to the story, a lot of stuff, Papa Jesus and yeah, whole heap of stuff. But and then Audrey just put on the Audrey on it, no? So you know it just goes a woof, you know what I mean? Because Audrey just put on something on it, something them when she put on that thing them on it, you know, normal, you know, man. Audrey, you
Yes,
know? Yeah, so
yes, yes,
that and
absolutely.
Vast Blackwood who played Mr. Wedderburn, the next door neighbor. Him, boss, I'm a boss. See me? Yeah,
Listen,
he he's wonderful,
there,
man.
seems to be a great camaraderie. Almost
Yeah,
like I've been on a lot of sets before. I've experienced a lot of, theater and things like that. You come
mm-hmm,
to work, you do your work, and you go home. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean? Come
mm-hmm,
to work, do your thing. There's a different vibe with me and my crew. You know what I mean? It feels
yeah,
like when I watch it, the reason it feels like it's so real and so authentic and genuine is
mm-hmm,
because there's some sort of connection amongst you guys.
mm-hmm.
Like, and I hate saying friendship because it seems to me more than like it feels right. Tell me a little bit about what it's like working with everybody on set.
Um, Let me tell you, the cast have a natural bond. I don't know what that's all about, but for some reason, well, apart from me and Maka being cousins, and you know, because when we did season one, me and Rick, very good friends. Rick Elgood, who directed season one, and very good friends. So me, Maka, and Rick knew us from before, and Rick knew Audrey, and me know Audrey, meeting Audrey, and me and Nuts is like a jelly. Just everybody just kind of click, 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 and he's like an uncle to me because me just love their own. You know what I mean? So I think that whole vibe meshed in well. Clumsy Daps died, so we couldn't get Clumsy to be in the show. Clumsy died like 2 weeks before. Kappa was
Yeah.
there, so we got Everaldo Query to play Clumsy Daps. You know what I mean? So that's what Everaldo got in the show. But everything else, Candice, that was natural. Candice came and auditioned. She didn't audition. I just told her to audition for it because we were supposed to use Miss Jamaica World at the time, Miss Jamaica Universe, and the chemistry
Hmm.
wasn't right. So I just called as a Candice. Maybe read this
Hmm.
thing. And she was going through some vibes, and we was talking, and I'm saying, oh, you know what? You is Alicia, it have to work. And it just work. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So that's why maybe the energy is that well and say it was that good, you know what I mean? A good vibe, man. Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I
blessing.
feel like it's work. Yes, I feel like and I feel like it's a lot of hard work, but there's also a camaraderie that
Yeah.
makes everything work the way that it does. I'm not saying it's easy to do it, but
Mm-hmm.
it feels good
It's nice.
watching
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and in my mind and in my heart, I feel like there's some sort of chemistry that makes everything flow and come together.
True. Very true. Very true. Very true. You know.
Me and my crew has been existing for a very, very long time. We'd like to see this sort of culture and tradition and all the things that me and my crew bring to the table, because you guys bring a lot. It's not just the fun and jokes and the storyline, but I think there's a lot of things, like sometimes on the way to the studio, or like things that you guys say to each other that are kind of like Jamaican traditions or Jamaican sayings and things like that. It brings a
Mm-hmm.
lot of culture, tradition, and stuff like that. What do you think mainstream things like Netflix, Roku. I feel like those would be awesome. And if you're not watching us on Roku, please do that. We're on Island TV app. I'm plugging
Okay.
myself. No shame.
Plug.
No shame in my game. I'm plugging myself. If you're not watching us on Roku, you can download the Island TV app and just look for Island Rhythms TV. We come on every Saturday night at 7 p.m. So you can watch us all over the world, wherever you are, on your Roku. Download the and in Jamaica too. We come on
Yeah.
Flow. Come on Flow TV
Mhm.
107.
Okay.
And Benzly,
No,
that was my shameless plug
I
for my.
hearing you. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Real cool. Yeah. Okay. We check it out. Um,
That was my shameless plug for myself. So, in saying all of that to say, what is the
Netflix.
marketing idea for this?
Um,
Where am I going to see it? I want to see it on this new BET app. I want to see this stuff everywhere. I want to see me and my crew on Island Rhythms TV. Bensley, what's happening?
okay then. Well, presently, presently we're hunting. We need to get it on bigger platforms. So that is what we're doing right now. Because what happened, was
Mm-hmm.
I took a break from the business for a while, you know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, personal reasons. I mean, my mom passed. My mom, who is Beatrice in the show, the same person who Audrey was
Mm-hmm.
playing in the show, she passed, and she was kind of one of the central central parts of my life and so forth. So after that, I kind of just pulled up. She was sick because she had cancer. So I just pulled out music, everything. I stopped doing a lot of stuff. Tried to
Yeah.
focus on her for a while.
I know,
Um,
I know what that's like. So I want to apologize. I want to tell you
yeah,
that I can relate
yeah,
to your pain because I lost my mom also to cancer. Um, and no matter how long ago or how early it was, it just feels like it's the same day sometimes. So, I can totally relate to what you're saying. So yeah, I'm sorry
yeah,
that you had to go through. You are going through that
yeah,
because
man.
it's current. You know.
Give thanks, and I try not to think about it too much right now, but I have to keep going. But
Yeah.
yeah, so because of that, I kind of ease out of stuff. And the music business, the entertainment business is very ungrateful because when you pull out and you stop, what happens is that it doesn't wait on you. You have to build back up, or you have to, what I mean, catch back up. That's how it is. That's how the entertainment business is. So, I chose to take the time. It was very important to me, so I took the time. And so now me and my crew's just been online basically 3 months
Mm-hmm.
because what happened before I put up like 2 episodes of each season online. That was it. So me and my crew is like 30 odd episodes. Every season is like 13 episodes. So what I did, I only put up like 2 episodes of each season. Like maybe a year or two ago, I put them up. You know what I mean? Just to
Yeah,
keep the
let's
relevancy.
talk about getting it on.
So
We show all over the world as far as Africa, Europe. Our Island Rhythms TV is
but we
worldwide.
have to go. We need to have that talk.
Yeah,
We have to have an
let's
after
do
year
that
talk with that.
because
We have to
I'd
have an
like to.
after year talk with that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Because yeah,
let's do that off camera. I'd like to see that happen for us, and I'd like to see you guest star in one of your roles too, like in one of your things. I'm just putting that out there, like just so you know. So for the future, if you are looking for, a versatile
yeah,
personality, if you're looking for a
yeah,
lady, you let
yeah.
me know.
You could be the accomplice. Yeah, an ex-police officer and accomplice, or one of my friend them. Or, I don't know. Grabs it too.
What do you
We know. So I go on.
What do you think about acting classes in Jamaica? Like, do you see yourself doing something having to do with the youth and writing playwrights and scripts and things like that?
Um, I'm not. I'm open to anything, when it comes to Jamaica and developing, the young talents, what I mean, out there. People see me as a veteran, and when I hear that, I was like, I don't get it. But
For me, the
yeah,
reason I attach, I don't just say veteran because of how long you've been in something. I
yeah,
think that being a veteran has to do with your work and your work ethic. And
mhm,
like you say, no matter what, you get a hammer. And if you don't have a hammer, you just
keep
keep
going.
going. no matter what. And so for me, that's important for people to hear and to
Yeah, yeah.
understand what you mean when you say that, because a lot of times we have our own dreams and our paths, and we
Mm-hmm.
find obstacles in the way. And sometimes those obstacles help us to forget our end goal, which is our dream. So
True.
I think it's important. So when I say veteran, I
Mm-hmm.
tie your work,
Yeah.
not how long you work, but just your work ethic and needing to get your stuff out and how you get your stuff out, and the whole DJ Khaled story, because a lot of people don't know that part of the big makeup of who DJ Khaled is today has to do
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of grassroots Jamaican things. A lot of
Yep.
people don't know that his culture didn't accept a lot of things that were Jamaican.
Yep.
And so he had to almost turn his back on that. So you bringing that
Mm-hmm.
up actually ties all of that in together.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's an honor to have you here so that we could talk about your past and how you got to where you are and how you're continuing to
Yeah.
break down barriers and open doors, not just
Yeah.
for Jamaicans. And I'm going to keep saying that, and I'm going to say that again, because sometimes, because we say Jamaica, I think a lot of the other islands feel like we exclude them. I say Jamaica a lot, and I do a lot of Jamaican things because that's where my largest audience is, and I love you guys. Thanks for looking, and thanks for bigging me up all the time. But for the Caribbean, for the world, Benzly, I think you broke down a lot of doors and you've gotten a lot of things done where we can physically say, hey, we know somebody that has done that. And so because he has
Mm-hmm.
done that, we can
Mm-hmm.
possibly do that as well.
Yeah. Give thanks, man. It's quite, it's good that I hear somebody saying that, because a lot of stuff that my group does, a lot of it don't get recognition. You know what I mean? And Innocent Crew was the first dancehall group to ever be shown, first dancehall artist to be shown on MTV and BET prime time. A lot of people don't know that. Before even Bounty Killer and the Benz and Bima and all the Killer, that this was being shown in Caribbean rhythms. When Innocent Crew did look up on the stage at the birth, we came right in the hot zone, Rap City. You understand? We was right on MTV, was on VH1. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I mean? A lot of people was oh, Innocent Crew. Like, yeah, that's when me and my father started to talk again, ironically. But
Because now you're large. Now you're large.
we're good still, but we just know say it never. Yes, the way I say.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's
It's
funny like
funny
that.
how our stories
Yeah.
are parallel to one
Yeah.
another, because when I was a young girl, the
Mm-hmm.
arts growing up in a Christian home, Catholic,
Oh,
for
yo,
that
yo, yo,
matter,
yo. Oh, yeah.
it was going to be this way, and
Mm-hmm.
the arts
Mm-hmm.
was not part of that being this way. So all this dancing stuff that you want to do, and all this hosting stuff you want to do, and all of that is just not part. You are going to be like, my parents were convinced I was going to be an attorney, and even as a grown woman, I took the LSAT because in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to law school because not just, it's what I need to do.
Yeah.
And here I am today,
Yeah.
doing what I love to do and happy doing it. So it's funny
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
how,
That's the
our
key.
stories are sort of parallel.
Yeah, man. If you're not happy doing what you're doing, trust me, you're gonna live a miserable life. It's very important that you're happy in what you're doing. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, it worked out, and Innocent Crew did that, and we're first local group to go Billboard at that time. Impossible Train. There's so many things we opened up, and then I did Miami Crew, first television show of its kind like that in Jamaica, to be showcasing dancehall on that level of that quality. Because Miami Crew had various dance. Spragga did in it, Steely and Cleavy did. Steely was in it before him. Did Sly and Rabbit in it. Some the whole heap of artists passed through in it. You understand what I say? And I give thanks that I have the opportunity to do that. And I want to continue doing that. I want to put it on the level where it needs to go, because this is how you bring dancehall and Jamaica inside of people's living rooms, and living room all over the world. You
Yeah,
put it
and
inside people's living rooms
I
all over
think
the world. You know what I mean?
you're bringing more than dancehall though.
But I said dancehall and Jamaican culture into people's living rooms
Yes,
all over the
yes,
world. So I
yes.
think the introduction of that will even let a lot of these people, some people that are in hip hop right now, a lot of them don't know that is dancehall birth that. So when they see some of the stuff that is like passive to us, which is a part of hip hop culture now, which is, oh crap, that really from Jamaica, for real? I didn't know, but it's
Yeah,
there.
or because they don't know, and you say something like, you know, I tell people all the time, like when you talk about ska and people juggling
Ah.
and going back into the day, ska was what birthed rock and roll. You know
Yep.
what I mean? But if you talk to somebody from a different era, they'll tell you, oh no, rock and roll came first. And no, it was the drum beat and the dance that actually catapulted that. And the same thing with juggling and rapping. And a lot of people don't know that that's where that whole rapping hip hop era came from.
Yeah,
Was
man.
it was birthed from that. So it's amazing that there's so much in that
So
vote
much. Look
that
at it.
people can learn, you know?
Drop a tape measure and look on this. Puffy, mother, Jamaican, right? Tupac, father, Jamaican, right?
Biggie,
Biggie, mother,
mother.
Jamaican, right? You want me to go more? You know much people me can't talk about? Jamaican, 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 Caribbean, Jamaica, Caribbean, Jamaican, Jamaican. What? You don't need nothing more. But the fact of that, they keep hiding these things from a lot of people because I thought there was definitely a movement to kill dancehall. I know there is a movement to kill dancehall and to let people push it by the side and squeeze it and crush it. You understand me? And I hated that. That's one of the reasons why I went and started to do more film because I realized that there was a fight. And if you don't have X amount of money, you can't win this fight. And you're going to suffer as an artist. A lot of artists at the time were suffering because they didn't have the money behind them, you know what I mean? Because the money we're supposed to be making now as artists, you're not making it enough. You know what I
No.
mean? Jamaican artists, you're not getting that. You understand me? Yeah, and some people make some money and wonder, what am I do? Really? That's
Oh.
all? It's a lot of things, but just keep going. And when you keep going, that's when the revolution keeps going and revolution changes into something and metamorphosizes into a bigger thing when it can't stop. You understand me? So this is the thing they right now. You know what I mean? That's right now.
I see in the future. I don't know where that echo is coming from. Is that my phone? Are you guys hearing an echo?
Yeah, man, you good, man.
Oh, I don't know where it's coming from. But I see movies in the future.
Yeah, man.
Are you have you started writing any scripts for movies yet?
Yeah, we have two. I have the Miami Crew movie script is done already, and we have I have something else I've been working on for the last 4 years already. That is not a part one thing. It's something that is a deeper plan because I always have a plan. So, and I'm just secretly doing what I'm doing. You soon see what's happening. We working, you know what I mean, and we're not. I believe. I remember. I think Keenan and Ivory said it once. It's better to create your own reality than to wait on somebody else to give you a part in a movie. You create your own stuff.
You create your own script and you
Yeah,
play your own roles. Because the
exactly. You
minute you
create your own
try
stuff.
to turn that around, you end up being playing a role you don't want to play in somebody else's life, you know?
And
So
you become a slave. There's so many actors right now, very good actors who don't, they're waiting on somebody to cast them. When you can create something of your own, when you create it, you have more control and you can eat. You can eat.
exactly. You can
Yeah,
actually get what you are worth and the value of your work. For those of you that are
exactly.
joining us, I am speaking to Benzly Hype, veteran in the business of art, theater, music, executive producer, and much, much more. If you have not, and you are not following them on YouTube, you can do so at me and my crew. It is in your comments. Just scroll through there. I have put it in there for you to
Yeah, man.
check it out. I want you guys to go ahead and check him out. For those
Yeah,
of you
man.
that are doing that, you know, if you aren't following him, you can also follow him for all new and upcoming things because they're always doing something and always inciting something fun to happen. I want you guys also to support when you watch the episodes on YouTube. How we help support this work is by hitting the like button. And even if you don't have much to say, you can put a thumbs up in the comment on YouTube or a clapping
Yeah.
hands, whatever. You don't have to say anything, but what that does is it changes the algorithm. Although he has lots of views, we want to get much, much more views. We want this to be really huge, and we want him to be able to fund so that we can actually, so I can
Keep it
actually
going.
get a nice dress on the red carpet for the world premiere. So I want you guys to
Oh my
help.
gosh, the world premiere. Okay. Don't say it. I got what you say. Get easy. All right, man. It's funny. Real though. It's a
Listen to
real
this,
thing.
Benzzy. Listen to this. Tell me what you
Yeah.
think about me and the crew.
The
Yes,
mother done.
yes. I love it. I love the work. I just love it. Love it. Bad, bad, bad. That was the promo that I played for you guys. So there was a little bit of juggling. There was a little bit of like, there's
Mm.
some in there, some comedy, some seriousness. So it's
Yeah.
a fun. I call it a sitcom because to me that's what it is. It is a Caribbean, not just Jamaican. It is a Caribbean. Yes, it has Jamaican tradition and Jamaican culture, but you can watch. Anybody can watch this and enjoy it and have fun watching it.
Yeah, man. Real talk, man. Yep. As you said, some of the stories there, because it gets serious sometimes and it gets comical sometimes, and the different stories there, and it's about dealing with real life issues in the Caribbean, and what we deal with day to day. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yes, it's amazing, and I'm looking forward to new things. Before we go, we had what 10 minutes up. We got 10 minutes
Hmm.
before we go. I wanted to ask you. I know that you have some music out. We've listened to some of the songs. Even back in the day, those music. Are you working on music currently? Putting stuff out now.
Yeah, of course. I'm back to work, as I told you. I'm back to work. You know what I'm saying?
You're back to work.
We're back to work. We just finished. I just launched the last tapes, Innocent Crew last tapes with Sly and Robbie. I just did part one, right? I'm doing part two. Was supposed to come out in July, but the COVID kind of stalled way up. So I said, so maybe come out about September, depending. And then this is the warm up for the new Innocent Music and album coming out called Star. My personal album called Star, which is coming out, which supposed to come out, I should have said, because COVID mash up the whole lining of these things. Is what I'm saying. It's supposed to come out December. So the single's gonna be out before the year is out. We shot the video already. Shot, National Stadium. We shoot. It was a big budget. It was very nice. So we have lots of music. Look out for Maca Ed new stuff and Kappa Kid stuff. We're keeping it more like we're doing stuff more like Wu-Tang Clan now. That's how we're gonna do it. Albums,
Nice.
singles together, apart together. That's how we're doing it. You know what I mean? So and we have the new. We have some stuff. I don't want to talk too much. Come on. Just look have some stuff.
That's what it's about. You gotta tell me everything. I just wanted to know, because
Yeah,
of
man.
your music has always been good, and I know that you do have fans that are waiting to hear. We love
Yeah.
every aspect of the arts in you, so we're waiting. We want to know what's going on
Yeah,
behind the
man.
scenes.
Star the album cometh. Star the album cometh. So listen up for the Star the album cometh. And Mojo Majesty alongside Benzly Hype. You don't know. You're gonna see what happens. There's a new movement happening here. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. New
Yeah, so
movement.
I'm excited about that. We're waiting to hear that. Again, if you guys are not following them on YouTube, you can follow them on YouTube at me
YouTube.
and the crew. If you
Actually,
are not following us on Island Rhythms TV, you can do so. Follow us on Island Rhythms TV. We follow
yeah.
back. We ain't into like not following you, but we don't follow you back.
Eh,
Because we need the promo and the promo was free. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
So,
okay. Madly.
okay. What
Okay.
is your I know that you do acting outside of just you and what you do. Have you ever
Mhm.
played a character that you could relate to besides the one that you do now?
That I could relate to.
That you could
No.
relate to? Like you were like,
Hmm.
oh geez, this is like familiar.
Uh I wouldn't say familiar. I played a villain in a new movie that's coming out shortly. Um called Two Worlds. I was the bad guy, but find it a challenge. It wasn't a challenge. It was fun because I'm always the good guy. So I'm saying, so that was fun to be the bad guy. I'm just saying. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying, but I knew what I did. What I do. I reflected of people I knew in real life. So what I did, I identified with the person because I knew somebody like that. So that's why I built the character of somebody I knew. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was fun. You know what I mean? So that's how I identify with that character. But I'm not that dude. But he was doing some bad
And
stuff.
my last juicy question.
Hmm.
Like a lot of people see sex scenes in a lot of movies and skits and stuff like that.
Mm.
I feel as somebody who's done a little bit of acting, like sometimes those could be like really intense, although you have people
Yeah.
watching you. If
Mm.
you can do a sex scene with somebody, an
Okay.
actress, who would the actress be?
This is not a good question because I
You
really don't
can't
think
beat
about
me, can't beat me.
it. I don't think about these things. Trust me, I don't. Because, yo, sex scenes
You're trying
in
to
movies.
escape my question. Name
Listen to me,
somebody
man.
you'd like to do a sex scene
I
with.
don't
Don't
do
try
that
to
stuff.
escape.
Oh God. Someone asked me something like this the other day and was like, I don't. It's like,
Name all three of them then.
I don't have no. Let me think. All right, like, hey, Maka said, Megan Good looks nice. Yeah, Megan Good. How about that?
Megan Good?
How is that?
God
That
damn,
work?
I think every man would like that. Megan Good is
Okay,
that.
Megan Good.
Hey,
All right.
good choice, good choice.
All
That was a
right.
good choice. I like Megan Good.
But you know,
But I don't think that.
those scenes are not sexy though. That's the thing. Those scenes are just scenes like 30 people watching you and the camera's on. You know what I mean? When I do mimicry, it's like 30 people on set and it's like the camera's on you, the light man, this is so what's gonna be sexy? It's just like uh,
Well, hopefully, if that ever happens for you, it won't be so intense, and you'll enjoy every minute of it. Megan, we love you. If you are going to watch this, trust me, he is going to be a very professional actor when he's acting with you. But it's you, girl. It's you. He said you.
that's true. Okay.
What else would you like people to know about me and my crew? About Benzly? Well, what else would you like people to know about you?
What else would I like them to know? I'm
Yeah,
a very
besides your hard work, you're an actor, you do theater, you love the
um
arts.
um I'm a very private dude.
Yeah, that's
So
why you couldn't tell me it was Megan Good, but we gonna leave that alone. We gonna leave that
yeah,
alone.
I'm very private dude and they'll do whatever. I just don't do that. The thing is that I pride my private life as my safe zone. That's one thing a lot of people don't know about me because being a star so long, I've been a star since I was like 16 years old. Is like when I get time alone and when I get not to be not in the public's eye, I cherish those times. So it's like when I go out, it's like turn on, I can't turn off. So it's like, you know what I mean? So I'm very private like that. That's what people don't know about me. Something, Benzly Hype, IPG, hype, walk on. I was like, yeah, walk on. And when I'm like, I just turn down. I'm very soft spoken and just by myself. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm just not really into the thing. It's work.
I wanna big up Sweet Life Candy of Phil G and of the Aroma Musical Aromas podcast. When she's on here,
Okay.
she herself is in the arts and she wants to know if at any time you'll be looking for any new artists to work with.
Yeah. Once this COVID is over, keep the link. Link me up and I'll tell you let me hear what's happening there because yeah, it's time to get busy. As I said before, I did some stuff, so it's time to yeah, a lot of stuff happening when this COVID is over. This time has been a time of preparation.
So I want to tell you how much I appreciated our little chat today. I'm looking forward to working with you and doing new things with you. Not just promotionally, but just getting to know a lot more about you. I think it's an honor, and I was honored to
My
have you
pleasure.
on here at Island Rhythms
It's
with
my
us
pleasure.
today. And hopefully, when this COVID is over, we can get you to do a show with us to actually sit down together in person and
That'll
just
be
have a
wicked.
little powwow. It was fun talking to you. I want to again mention that if you are not following me and my crew on YouTube, you can do so.
Let me tell you, you go YouTube/Benzly Hype, or you type in me and my crew. So as KRU MEANDMIKRU. Or
right, and we put it in the comments. So
okay.
I'm challenging
Just
everybody that's on here today to go ahead and
yeah,
subscribe. You got to hit the subscribe button on there, and then
Benzly
when
Hype.
you watch
Just
the
go to
episode, go
YouTube
ahead and
and
give it
type.
a thumbs up.
Yeah, man. Remember YouTube/Benzly Hype. You can't lose. Everything is /Benzly Hype. BENZLYHYPE. So yeah, good to go.
Thank you so much. I want to thank Toyin's Creations for all my trinkets today. My spiritual protection rings were done by her, handmade and
Wow.
handcrafted. And I want to show you guys my flask, which was also
Wow.
handmade. You guys know I always
Nice.
need a plain flask where I go. A good drink and some wine is always well needed. So I want to say thank you. If you are interested in getting anything done, also my mask. Hand me my mask so I can show them what my mask looks like, please, real quick. Yeah, thanks. So I got
Wow.
a VI mask right here. So she personalizes these.
Mm-hmm.
So
They
if
look
you
good.
guys would like this, they also come with two different filters each mask. So you can watch
Mm-hmm.
it and change the filter. All
Mad.
right, Benzly, we done advertise. You good?
Yeah, man, we're good.
What you want to say? What you want to say?
Want to say, what I really want to say?
Yeah, what you really
I'm,
want to say? You have
um,
1 minute to say what you want to say.
everybody just log on to the channels. Everything is at Benzly Hype, BENZLYHYPE. And that's what I want to say. And you subscribe to the pages. Make the ads them play. Ja.
Yes.
Make
As
the ads
Dr.
them
said,
play.
enough love, enough
Yeah.
light. I am TV, always live again. We love you guys. Keep
All
us
right.
locked. Stay tuned. Look
Much
up,
love.
it's a bird.
It's been my pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah.